Good morning, everybody.
More afternoon, evening, whatever it is where you live. It's morning for me. It's 4:30, 4:33. Last night was not a good night. So I'm tired. Last night was, I think it was around 5 o'clock. No, it was around 6. 6 o'clock last night. The power started going out like every 20 minutes. Um, and then it went out like 8 or 9 times. And then finally, it would come back. And so at like 9 o'clock, I finally was like, I'm going to try to go to bed. And I laid down, I was sleeping. And then the power went out for like an hour. And I like woke up after I had been asleep for like 20 minutes. And I just woke up just covered in sweat. And I was like, the power's out again. No air conditioning. So then Chris and I are up with flashlights walking around our neighborhood. And it was like random houses didn't have power. And it led us to realize how badly the neighborhood is wired up, because we'd never seen it be like that. Usually when the power goes out, if it goes out for the block or 3 or 4 blocks, all the street lights are dead and everything else. So last night all the street lights were on. Like 3 or 4 neighbors had lights, but then like 5 houses down, no lights, and then like 3 houses over, no lights. And so we were walking around talking to neighbors, and finally somebody was like, there was a gathering of neighbors a couple blocks over, and one of their family members worked for the electric commission, and I guess there was a breaker at the like one of the main breakers at the power center last night that was like failing. And so then the power was out for like 2 hours last night, and we were just sitting here just like sweltering. It's no fun when the power goes out and it's hot like that. I feel like it's not nearly as bad when it's cold and the power goes out, because you can just put on some clothing. You just put on some layers and you're good. Chilly, but give it a couple hours, But when it's hot and you're just like, wah. So I say that to say this. If I randomly disappear this morning, it's going to be because they said last night that they were going to be working on it. Power came back on at like 11 o'clock, and it's been on since then. But I don't know if they're going to be doing any work this morning. So if I do randomly disappear, it's going to be because the power went out. And if it's the power that goes out, I might not be back for a bit. Hang on, I got to clear some stuff here. So yes, good morning, everybody. It's been a night. What's up, Thandar, Blueface, Don Stevo, JK, Deployable over on YouTube and over on Twitch. We got Nelson. Says, I discovered your channel through TikTok. Nice. Man, I tell you what, I've got a video clip right now that's going viral in 3 places. It's doing well on YouTube. It's going pretty good on Instagram. And it blew up on TikTok, which is interesting. I've had a few posts pop off. I think we had a Star Wars post pop off on Instagram at the beginning of the year when I was watching Andor that did like 250,000 views in a couple of days. But what's been interesting about about this clip, the grown man playing games clip. What's interesting about this clip this is what's interesting to me about this clip on TikTok. The number of followers since that clip went live. That's been the biggest thing I've seen on TikTok to date. Because that post has been live for, what is today? the 13th. It's been live for 3 days, and I've got 750 followers from that post. Which is crazy. Like, we've had good days. I mean, I've had YouTube days where we've gotten like 350 followers. I think we've had a 400 follower day on Twitch maybe once. But yeah, that's definitely the biggest TikTok post I've had. It's been kind of cool. Bunch of new people flooding in, which is never a bad thing. All right, let me get strapped in. We're going to be doing the same thing we did last Sunday. We're going to further this experiment. Instead of playing one game for 5 or 6 hours, we're going to play multiple games over a few hours, assuming the power stays on. And in between, we're going to do some reaction videos. We got some Destiny 2 stuff we're going to cover. We've got the Subnautica 2 legal battle we're going to cover. We're going to probably look at some Gears of War stuff because I haven't played that since the first game came out, and the Reloaded Edition is coming. And some other stuff, so strap in. We've got a few hours ahead of us. And like I said last week, if the numbers continue to be good for these Sunday sessions where we're doing multiple things, we will continue to do these on Sundays. And if you want me to react to specific things, if you have news articles or game trailers and such, there is a section of the Discord server called Renfail Reacts, which we started last week, that you can go put stuff in if you want me to react to it. Where did I get my username? It's a D&D character from like 25 years ago.
A new challenge for me.
All right, I gotta remember where I was in Rogue Trader. We had picked up Pascal. Let's go over here and grab that. We got a chest with goodies. Ooh. Ring of Iron Will. That. No, not cargo. Okay. Too many games to play?
Follow my lead.
Alright, let's see here. I think that is a coercer ring. Can I only wear one? No, I can wear two. I don't have an officer yet who can wear that cloak, so... Alright. What's up, Whiskey Dad? Deployable Lover says, came to say hello from the back of your Lord of the Rings Online video. The one from last night? You're welcome. I honestly had no plans to check in on that game this year because I've played it a lot over the years, but my brother said, when my brother reached out and said, hey, I want to play this with the kids, do you want to come? And I was like, hell yeah, I'll come play Lord of the Rings Online with you guys. Yeah, you better hurry up and finish Indiana Jones, Don Stevo. The DLC's hitting in September.
I won't tolerate weakness. Over there.
Ooh. A bolter. Oh, I just got some
Crimson is a good
grenades.
color for battle attire. Enemies will perceive no weakness, not even if you are bleeding.
Not even if you're bleeding. Where do those go? He's got a couple of healing pods. He can't use them, so he doesn't need them.
My augmentations allow me to function effectively, even in the event of extensive blood loss. This is what should...
Woo! Are you sure the machine spirits will listen to you? I bet they're real stubborn. Quit your whinging. I've seen the tech priest do it twice. I once even brought a sensor to him. Of course they'll listen. Pew pew pew. What we got today? A sin skin, okay. If I remember correctly, there's a battle coming up. I want to...
None shall stand in my way. Submit, and you'll die quickly.
Show them no mercy.
If I remember correctly, I can just hang back. Alright, we just have to wait at this point. If I remember correctly, you just wait for the gun.
Out of my way.
Or did we need to hack it first? That's something I don't remember. It's been a while since I played.
Let's get to it.
Fate shields me.
She has 0 chance of hitting.
Doubt is for the weak.
Distance for the win.
Hold on.
Time to slaughter someone.
Yet iron knows no pain. Let's make it quick.
Okay, the gun is not firing. Did we have to hack the terminal? This is what I don't remember. Ah, we did. Activate the turrets. Shit. Alright, hold on. I forgot I had to do this first. You need to move up here, buddy. And... yes, you're gonna take some shots. Alright. This is the hard part. How do I get this to target?
As the tactical imperative dictates.
Yeah, I want to actually click the thing, buddy. Oh, it just went. There we go.
My success is an irrefutable certainty.
Alright, there we go. I forgot I had to activate it first. Alright, we should be good now. Have a little bit of extra help during this fight.
Advancing.
Okay. There we go. Okay, we're good. We're good. Okay. I'm just gonna wait.
Here we go.
Let him come up.
Out of my way.
I'll live another day.
Booyah. We got a couple left. How did I move out of... Oh, because the turret turned. Let's get back into cover, man.
Let's get to it. You want some more?
None can escape the Emperor's judgment.
And that is a wrap on Bad
New
Guys.
challenge for me?
I love it.
Did you want something?
What advice? Doubt is for the weak.
Doubt is for the weak. By the way, when we were playing Dune Awakening the other day, Abelard's voice actor is also doing stuff in Dune Awakening, which was tripping me out. He's like the random. There's a bad guy that like random. It's like some of the random chatter from some of the bad guys. All right. Did I miss anything in my looting of the zones? Nah, we're good. All right. Let me catch up on chat now. Straight to the capital. Why are you guys being finicky? There we go. Yeah, I don't cover old MMOs anymore for a reason. Like there's no growth there. There are two exceptions to that rule, and that's Lord of the Rings Online and Star Wars: The Old Republic, because those games still do very well. And they're big IPs. World of Warcraft to some degree, I'm not actively playing it right now, so I'm not covering it. But I still hop into Star Wars and SWTOR and LOTRO I jump into from time to time. But back when I was only doing MMO stuff, my channel only had like, I think that first year we did like 7,000 followers, and it was just really slow and stagnant, and we only had like 15, 20 people watching the live streams. When I switched over to single player RPGs, my audience doubled and then tripled, and yeah, so yeah, I don't focus too much on the old things. Let's see here. That's all Matty Plays does anymore, Thandar. I've started to mock him and Luke Stevens a little bit, and I'm going to continue. Whenever I see the thumbnails like this is insane, I immediately go make a video, and I use the exact same thumbnail and my own version of it, but I do the exact same thing. Like so far I've done his. I did the Xbox. I'm so done with Xbox, man, and I'm like I'm in love with Xbox, man. Just whatever. He makes so much money, he's never going to stop doing what he's doing. Those guys make $50,000, $60,000 a month minimum. They're not going to stop. Not when they make that kind of money. Whiskey Dad says the LOTRO video made me want to reinstall and fart around. JK says Rin is great at making you want to spend more money on games. Battlefield 6 news. What Battlefield 6 news is there? I don't know anything about Battlefield 6. I don't. If you have a specific one you want me to cover, Thandar, pop it in the Discord, because I won't forget. I won't remember. Excuse me. But what specifically? What Battlefield 6 news? I don't know anything about that game, so. In 50 years, Maddie might be right about Bethesda, maybe. I'm still waiting on in regards to New World. I don't pay attention, and I won't pay attention until they drop a DLC, because they teased vampires and werewolves at the end of the second DLC. They teased vampires and werewolves as the next story, and it still hasn't happened. And I'm just waiting for that to happen. I would happily go back and play another story DLC for New World, but I'm not interested in the seasonal content. Buenos días, Alfredo. ¿Qué tal? ¿Qué onda, wey? Death Stranding 2 is fun, but yeah, I played a little bit last night for like 20 minutes, but my power went out twice while I was trying to record an episode, so I just was like, whatever. I went on. Alfredo says I just started playing Dragon Age Origins for the first time. What a game. Origins, for its time, was... it's something so magical for its time. This is the key. For its time. I do not believe that Dragon Age Origins has held up over the years. Especially graphically. Story-wise, oh yeah, it's held up great. But mechanically and graphically, it is a product of its times. So it's kind of like when I go back and play Baldur's Gate 1 or 2, phenomenal games. Knights of the Old Republic 1 and 2, phenomenal games. But very much products of their time and stuck in that time period, which means they cannot be as good as modern games. Fundamentally, they can't be, because they lack the physics and the graphics and the voiceovers and all the things that make modern games so much better. But from story perspectives and like where they were and what they did to the industry at the time that they came out, one of the things I loved about Dragon Age Origins was the ability to, and this is something that carried over from Baldur's Gate 1 and 2 and Neverwinter Nights 1 and 2, and maybe not Neverwinter Nights, but I know Baldur's Gate 1 and 2 and Icewind Dale 1 and 2 did that, where you could give the party members AI. I still think the best version of that, though, that I've ever seen was the first Dungeon Siege, because you could have a party of 8, and you could give them wide parameters, and you could literally just point at a place on the map, send your party out, and those 8 party members would do all sorts of crazy shit, because the AI was so advanced that it would just have them running around and doing all sorts of different things. And that was one of the things that I really loved about Dragon Age Origins, was you could kind of forget about your party members because you could set up all these parameters for the AI. I played the shit out of that game when it came out. 6 months, that's all I did was Dragon Age Origins. But that was also a different time when only one big game would come out every few months. If you get a chance to play Expedition 33, it was really good, Thandar. I wished that I would have waited to play it, to be honest with you. I wished I would have not played it at launch, because it didn't have a working story mode when it launched. The story mode was broken, and I got very frustrated and pissed off, because I think I went through 3 or 4 fights where I think it was the 4th time maybe, when I got insta-killed because I missed a block, and I said, fuck you. A story mode should not kill me if I missed a block. Hardcore mode, yes, I should die if I miss a block, but I miss a single button press in story mode and you're killing my character, game over, I gotta restart the fight, and I've just lost 30 minutes of my time? No. Sorry, I'm not playing anymore. But Expedition 33 is a phenomenal game. just because I quit playing it doesn't mean I don't appreciate that it's an awesome, awesome, awesome game. What's up, Hector? You were over on Bubbaloni's stream this morning. Was he streaming this morning? Or you mean like 5 hours ago when he... Because he's up until the middle of the night. He streams at like 2 a.m. Alright. Oh, I just noticed I can't see the updates on Streamlabs when somebody redeems those over on Twitch. Somebody redeemed a no cursing, and I totally just cursed. Sorry. Not sorry. Did I fall behind on chat? Yes. I had a lot of questions to answer. I need more coffee. I'll be right back, and then we'll continue. South of Midnight had an awesome story mode. Yeah, I praised that game when it came out. I think that has one of the most unique story modes out there because a lot like Dragon Age Veilguard, you could just turn off combat. Well, not turn it off, but like Dragon Age Veilguard, there was a god mode, so if you were disabled or didn't want to deal with the combat, you could just play the game and enjoy the story. And South of Midnight, you could actually turn off the combat. Like you could literally just say, I don't want to do boss fights. Or you could say, I don't want to do boss fights and general combat. Or you could say you don't want to do either or either or. So you could pick which combat encounters you wanted to do, or you could turn all of the combat encounters off entirely and just play the story of South of Midnight, which is why I think it's one of the coolest games of the year for me. Not just because it had a badass voice cast, amazing music, and just really fun storytelling, but also for the adaptability and the accessibility of players being able to do whatever they want. Let me go pull up. We're gonna go watch a video really quick because I know Ali had sent over this video, but I gotta get it opened up. Give me a minute here. And again, folks, if I randomly disappear, it'll be because power, so just hopefully that doesn't happen this morning. It's still early, I don't think anybody's working yet, but by 7 o'clock here in a couple of hours, we might get some, they might be working. Probably got to go into the menu here so that we can kill the audio there. Get this up over here. So Ali had sent this one over, and since we're going to be playing Destiny 2 in a few short days, we're going to go watch this. This is the Heresy Following the Trail cinematic.